think we're all set on that one.
All
my
ready to go?
goodness. I think so. Yeah.
All good?
Yes.
Do we check each other out?
Yeah.
Sort of like your eyeballs.
Yeah.
Your whiskers up. Okay, we're good?
I think we are.
Connection about group. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, let's jump into this, Jake, shall we? So,
It's Monday again.
Monday, unbelievable, eh?
Goes by
How
fast.
quick do the weeks roll around?
I reckon.
That's insane, isn't it? So, anything exciting to report to us this week, Chase?
No, I think you should do your introduction first that we said we're going to do.
What was I going to do? Oh, I was just going to see how your week went.
Well, we'll do that and then we go into it, I reckon.
I think we should do the other way than you.
No? Let's just
Yes.
ready?
No, okay.
1, 2, 3.
I win.
She wins.
Yes! How good's that?
Okay.
Hello, Bonnie. How are you? Nice to have you. Hope you're well. Okay, so let's do this, Jace. So, so my question to you is, how was your week? Like, anything that already, Monday feels like already at the end of the week, it's been full on already.
Yes.
What was, didn't work or what worked for you this week?
Okay, so last night I was going really well. I got to bed early. Started doing a bit of 15-minute reading before I go to bed. So I did that. And then obviously I watched a movie that I'd like to do on a Sunday night before I go to sleep. Had my bag packed, ready to rock and roll for this morning. Set my alarm. Well, I thought I did. And then woke up at 5 o'clock and it was way too late for me to get to the gym this morning. So, yes, today didn't start out the way I wanted to start. But
5 o'clock and it's too late for you to go to the gym.
too late to go to the gym.
Okay, so anyway, if anyone thinks that 5 o'clock in the morning is too late to go to the gym, let us know.
Hey,
I
Mana.
think that is like super early, and I still reckon you could have smashed out half an hour. But you chose to what?
Get straight to work and get my day started.
Okay, so did your day roll as good as what normally does?
But yeah, it did actually.
Yeah.
Because I had the mindset, I thought to myself, well, you know what? I missed it, but that's okay. Things happen, life happens. But I just still went with the mindset and not worried about it, because in the past I used to get feeling guilty that I didn't get to the gym. There you go.
You started me. I tried before inconspicuously, but it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so I like that you said that you've got the mindset that you didn't beat yourself up about it. You just carried on with your day. Otherwise, I think I beat myself up about it. If I don't achieve what it is that I've set out to achieve, I get a bit frustrated. So, guys, we want to welcome you to Get Healthy and Happy, the high performance experience. I want to say hi to who's on. Julia, nice to have you on. Hope life is treating you well. Hey, Emily, nice to have you. And whoever is on our platforms globally, it's really we want to thank you so much. So we're here to bring you some insight, tools, inspiration, and things that you might need to help you live a life that you love in every aspect of your day. And we want to discuss with you how you can be more connected to health, fitness, and business. And if you need any coaching advice on business or on health, then Jace and I are your go-to people to do that. So if you are struggling with something, and whether it be weight loss or just general mental well-being, or it is that you are struggling with your business, believe me, Jace and I have either been through it or we are absolutely going through it at this time of our lives. So we would love to be able to help you with that. So we want to help you to be able to live the best life that you can. It's absolutely a tall order. We are the most realist people. We totally know that it's hard in this life, especially with what's going on. The days are tough, and but we know that we can in this challenging world still find some happiness, and also be able to move forward and break through some of the blocks that we do have. So we've got some amazing things that we've been doing over the last 4 years, and we're getting excited to be able to share that with you as we grow with you guys by doing our lives with you each week. So we are up to episode, can you remember?
7.
Absolutely. Episode
I'm going
7.
on
7. Okay, cool. Yep. So we need to be I think one of the things is that we want to be intentional about connecting with our tribe of people. We want to make sure that we are attracting people that align with us and that are into health, wellness, and possibly looking to change certain things maybe in their life, or to grow and get better. So
and you may not agree with everything we say or do, but that's fine too. That's why we're so many
I
different
have to
people.
agree with everything we say.
But there might be something
Yeah.
you might resonate with us, and you may like that thought or
Hey, Jamie.
tool that we do.
Yep, totally.
Hey,
So-
Wildcat.
Yep, awesome. I love that. So we don't want people that are going to agree with everything that we say, for sure. And I think that's the beauty of, all of us, is that we can, have our own, thoughts, and that we can, pass those on without too much judgment. That's what we're hoping for you too, because we know that we're going to deliver a lot of real and raw things with people as well. So we want to work with people, or we want to help people that don't just want to be the average, that are looking for a change, that are, looking for things maybe health-wise, that they want to, get fitter, or they want to not be so sick, through doing changes. And, I think people that do that are really extraordinary people.
Yeah.
Like, they don't settle for, just anything. They're like, I want to learn and I want to grow. So when talking about that, we've got some subjects. I've got some sugar, guys. I've got some sugar here. And, if you hang around, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this sugar. I've got a glass, and I've also got a teaspoon. Okay, hey, Johanna. Nice to have you on. Okay, so let's go through. So we're going to talk about some things to do with health and exercise, first of all. So, or some of you would know that I'm extremely passionate about exercise, and I really, truly believe that exercise is something that we all should be doing. And I, believe that whether we have some kind of ailment, we can find something that can,
Keep us active.
Yeah, keep us active. And I'm not talking about flogging out the gym either. I'm just talking about a little bit of movement, with whatever would work for you and your body. So, we just want to really clarify that we don't want you to think that we're saying that you need to go hard. We're just talking about doing something that works for you and where you're at the moment, and then being able to grow from there. So it's really funny, actually. I've had this chickie baby. She's absolutely gorgeous. And, we've kind of, been, I was going to say eyeing each other off, not really, but like smiling at each other, chatting with each other, connecting in the sauna. And I'm like, what days do you train? And, what do you do? And, I sort of watched her train, and I'm thinking, okay, like, how do I connect with this chick? Or, would she put up with me, training alongside her? Anyway, for the last couple of weeks, we've been, connecting together, and we've been training. And talk about push me, like a little bit, but enough to know that I can only go so far. And today she had a 10-kilo plate above her head, and she was doing like lunge squats, and she gives me like a 2.5 kilo plate that was like this big, and she's like, oh, here you go, use that. Because I said, oh, I'm not going to put a weight above my head because, with my back injury. And she still knew that she could just push me that little bit more. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. And I just thought, even though like I, am definitely, still like, you think the industry, but yet you can still have someone that can help you and move you to, to be greater.
It's funny that you say that, because just the other day when I was at the gym early in the morning, a lot of guys do go first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And they would pretty much, they train themselves. They're not really partnering up with anyone. There's a couple of guys there. But we find that when you're partnering up with someone, you can be able to push a little bit further, because, you've got someone there to spot the weight for you, which then you feel safe enough to exert yourself, knowing that someone's there to catch the weight.
Someone who's got your back.
Yeah, someone who's got your back. So yes, definitely.
And with us, we went into an RPM class straight after we trained. So we're training legs, which is just probably really stupid. But you know what? And like this is her second one that she's done in the last week. So she did last Monday with me, and then she's done today. And she went a fair bit harder. I'm like, come on, you've got 10 more seconds to go. And she's like, but her fitness level out on the floor was different to what mine was inside the bike room. And I just, think that if we compare ourselves to people and we think, oh, she's better than what I am, I can't do that, we've really got to get past that fear of not being able to get out there and do stuff because we hold ourselves back due to being fearful of people judging us.
Yeah.
And, I've even caught myself, like today I said to her, I just don't want to hold you back. I don't want to, stop you from doing things that you're doing. She said, you're not holding me back. Like, we can converse. I can do this. You can do that. And there's no judgment, and we just leave that at the front door. And I think that's, really cool. So you can, meet in the middle. So, hey, Nat, nice to have you on. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about was with exercise and health. Well, firstly, exercise is that one plan does not fit all. And we all have like we change, you know, like you might have an illness, you might have, you know, your body's been hurt, whatever it might be, and you've got to, you know, like really, you know, shift what's going on with your life. So there's not only one way that works for people, and I think that I think a lot, I want to speak for myself, I know about you, Jace, but I feel like we're so caught up with social media that we're, you know, fixated on these people that we might have in our social media, you know, likes or, you know, in what we've got. And we're watching these girls, and just because they've lost weight or just because they've, you know, got these, you know, fit toned bodies that they're giving expert advice, and we're thinking, okay, well, I'm going to follow that girl. But they've done it for themselves, and they've not worked with a lot of people and been able to see, you know, what is going to work for a majority of people. So I don't think one hat fits all, and I think we've got to be really careful that we don't judge ourselves based on that one or two people that we're watching.
Yeah. So if you find someone that you do like and you want to follow their routine, but you're finding out that that routine's not working for you, well, then you really just got to adjust it to what suits you, but still be able to grab that motivation that they're giving you. So
But you know, even watching it, you might go, like, I'm not going to ever do that. So why keep watching someone and, you know, putting yourself in a place where you don't feel good about it and you never end up doing it because it's just like too out of you. Like, I mean, some of these things that I've seen on Instagram, I'm like, I am not going to go into the gym dressed like that for a start, and I am certainly not going to start, you know, pulling my leg up in the back, high heels, you know, with a room full of blokes in there. Like, it's just not going to happen. You know, it's just not going to happen. So we need to really find someone who aligns with us and that we feel like I can be encouraged by that. You know, I often say to girls, you know, like about like going into a spin room or an RPM room, and people say, I couldn't do that. And I'm like, it's dark. It really is like a place where you can go in the back corner where no one can see you, and you can ride at your own pace. And that's what I love about RPM is that if you are a little bit fearful, or, you know, a sprint's a little bit of a different topic, but, you know, RPM classes, you can sit at the back and in the corner and you can go at your own pace. And to me, you know, like I think it takes a load off your body, unless you've got bad knees, you know, like then we're talking a little bit different. But you can still stay seated on your bike and you don't have to get up and load up as well. So, you know, there's exercise or there's something out there for everybody. And if you have got a lot of body ailments, then, you know, obviously, you know, like a pool or something that's going to be a little bit more tender is, you know, going to help you as well. So it's a shame that medium parts of women have loads of work done, like makeup, etc. Worse, kids grow up wanting exactly. You know, and I think, you know, you're so right, Rosie, that's, or Rose, absolutely so true that we've got social media representing what's coming through for the future, and we've got young girls or young children and boys. You know, I don't want to, you know, differentiate from there, but you know, like I mean, even like breasts. You know, like I mean, we all think that everything is perfect up here because that's all we've ever seen is what media portrays. And then we think, okay, well, I've got to go out and get surgery or get this fixed up because it's not normal. But you know, if only they showed what actually is the normal, then, you know, people would be, or children would be a lot safer, that's for sure. So,
and that's why you can see that post I put on my Instagram anyway, or on all of them, you know, I look at myself and I think, you know, I'm not anyone athlete looking, so we're just, you know, we're average. But for me, it's just about keeping fit as we get older.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I want to say to you is that all beliefs change over time. So you might have started off, you know, like in some place, and then all of a sudden, even now, today that we're talking, or you're sitting here on, you know, social media, you might be going, okay, yep, my opinions have definitely changed, and you know, like I, you know, feel differently about how I view things, you know, out there. So when it comes to exercise, so we need to allow ourselves some grace. And just because, like I said, someone has been, you know, become more famous, or because they've lost weight, or they've got this perfect body, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're the right person that's going to give you the right advice. You know, I actually joined up with one of these girls on Instagram just to, you know, see what her, you know, like exercise and her eating regime was like. And my eating regime, there was like rice and beans. That was the only thing on her menus. And, you know, I paid top dollar for this. And I was like, well, what else am I supposed to eat? But people, again, because my, the way I eat is different, you know, like not one bag fits everybody. Is that right saying? One, whatever. If you've got that, let me know in the comments. Not one hat, I think it is. Is it one hat fits everybody? Brookie, if you're on, it's so amazing to see you, and I hope life is treating you good today.
Hi, Amanda. Thanks for hopping on.
Yeah, absolutely. So I wanted to say as well, one plan does not fit all. And it doesn't mean that what people are saying is the right thing or that it's actually factual. We need to make sure that we approach people individually. And I think, like with myself, like being in the food and the diet industry for over 15 years, that my approach has always been that one shoe fits all, one shoe does not fit all, or one shoe fits all. Thank you, Rose. That's so good. So we need an individual approach, and I think like when it comes to diet and exercise, we really need to be careful. And we've also got like the stresses of lifestyle. We've got relationships, like people with families, people without children, couples, couples that might not be necessarily getting on. But we've got all of these stress factors that are being thrown in amongst the mix, and then we've got this one plan, or we've got this one exercise, and that's what we're supposed to follow for the rest of our lives. Like you said today, like you didn't get to the gym, but you needed to be flexible in your approach and be able to work through that. So ultimately, your results are what we want for you and for you to, see some amazing things happening. So I will help you create your own individuality with an approach that works for you as well. So if you're open to that, then, please, again, reach out to Jason and I, and we will be there to absolutely help you. I've got notes so I can stick to my time. Got a couple more minutes left. We've got a timer going as well so that we can, cut back on what I say. Jason's a bit too much, really. Guys, in January of this year, the Eat Lancet commissioned a group of 37 scientists from 16 countries around the world working on fields of the human health, nutrition, and environmental sustainability are calling for a global cooperation in terms of a shift with diets, and they're asking us to make a shift towards obviously healthy diets, but largely more plant-based. And I thought that was super interesting. So, I've been eating a plant-based diet now for over 2 years. And, I really have benefited by doing that. You don't eat a plant-based diet, Jason?
No.
Totally. You eat mostly what I eat, but you still do consume meat, but not as much as what you used to. But I think overall, we would be, I feel less sluggish. I feel like my body works better. So I thought that was super interesting that these guys have been, talking about that. So our World Commission, has said that. And the other thing I want to talk about is sugary drinks. So when we talked about it before about not one diet or one exercise regime fits all, I wanted to say to you about sugary drinks. And one of the things that we could change in our diet is that reducing that. So take a look at this, guys. I've got one cup here. I'll lift it up in a second, but I've also got my container of sugar. So I'm going to get Jace to hold the cup up, and I will do this. So in 1 can of soft drink or soda, we've got 1, 2, 3. So I need to go up a bit higher. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 teaspoons of sugar we're looking at in our sugary drinks. So 7 to 10 teaspoons per can, and this is also in our energy drinks that we're having as well. So when you see that as a visual, and I mean, if you were to fill that up with water, you would have a super sweet drink, obviously. And what they're saying is that we know in the US alone that this is their largest source of calories, and that the overall weight problem is increasing over there, and the sales of sugary drinks globally are on the increase, and that sugary drinks fail, and they are at the bottom of the health category. So how's that? At the bottom of the health category.
Yeah.
So, I really, urge anyone on here that if you are having, sugary drinks in your diet, to be super careful with what you are consuming, and that if you are conscious of what's going in your body. So I just want to make a couple of points with you tonight. Sugar causes your body to have inflammation, right?
Yep.
And inflammation is sick of fire, burning, hot, something that we don't want in our bodies. So inflammation is almost all of the cause of all of preventable diseases in our bodies. Right. So because of the foods that we are consuming, like we're having high acidic foods, and sugar is an acidic food, And if we're having a lot of that in our diet, then we're causing inflammation in our diet. So, if we're doing that, then our body's trying to fight it off, which causes inflammation again.
Yeah.
And then it puts us at a high risk of, getting things like cancers. It causes, bad gut health, which we really want to try and avoid. It also causes bad brain health.
Yeah.
And, that's what I'm super passionate about.
I was just going to just said that. Amanda just brought up, not giving that kind of sugar to kids.
Absolutely.
And it's so easy. We see so many parents today giving kids orange juice or apple juice, and it's just full of sugar. It's not actually, properly juiced apples.
I know. I think the guilt comes with that we give children water, and we think, oh, I feel so guilty. Like, not that it's not enough, but we think that we're being too tight or strict.
Yeah,
or
water's fine.
Yeah, and it is the safest option, isn't it, for us to definitely do that. So we need to. So just with the sugar side of it, being that it is toxic, it puts our health at risk. And that it also is bad for brain health. Sorry, that's what I was just going to go back to in saying that. And also on top of that, so people that are really struggling with their weight, it destroys the hunger hormones, and it means that we crave more fattier foods, and we also crave more sugar, and then we feel like we're starving because we're not being satisfied. So those hormones that sit in the back of our brain is what is affected because of having too much sugar in our diet.
Yeah.
So, I just wanted to, bring that across, because in terms of when I said about one diet does not fit all, there's definitely things that are universal and that would work for everybody if we did reduce them or take them out of our diet. So we know that most of the population is consuming way too much sugar. So we're not talking about, like a couple of pieces of fruit here, beautiful, small glass of fresh squeezed juice. We need to be super careful, though, of how much fructose we are having.
Or sparkling water.
What do you mean?
Or man was just saying she gives her kids sparkling water.
Yeah, absolutely. Sparkle ugly with a few bubbles in that. Love when you go to a cafe now and they've got, sparkling water that you can have on tap, or plain, water. I think that's really cool. It's a bit of a, it's cool. Yeah, it's a treat. How's that? We think having sparkling water is a treat now.
Yeah.
We really love that. So we just want to make sure that with your juices, they talk about how some of these juicing companies are also causing an epidemic with weight gain. And we go and have one of these juices that are, these big containers, and they're full of, they could be have 10 pieces of fruit in them, but yet they've got no fiber. There's no fiber in there. So our body is not, feeling fuller for longer, and then we've got all the sugar happening, and then we've got all the calories, and then we've got the weight gain on top of that.
Yeah.
And if we're gaining weight, or we've got the calories, it's just going and, contributing to fat gain as well. So, there's so many things that we, need to take into consideration. So fruit is good. I just want to make sure that I'm clear on that, but we still need to be careful and, really, watch how much we are consuming. I know that you buy grapes all the time, and it's super hard to not go into the fridge and eat. But anyway, so guys, that's a couple of our tips for you tonight. We wanted to, just go through a couple of things that you can reduce. One of the things that Jason and I have introduced into our lifestyle is these amazing little pocket rockets, like fizz sticks. And they've got, I'll just show you, we actually use organic cane sugar in the products, and they have something like that, 1/4 of a teaspoon of sugar in there. And that a little bit of sugar is really good. It's a good carbohydrate. It's good for the brain. I trained pretty hard today, and I needed to have a little bit of sugar in my diet to give me the energy to keep me going to this time of night, and also to have the brain stimulation to even think about what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And I know that when these, I'll just show you the results of what happens with these. So when you cut off the top, so about half an hour before I train, I will have one of these. So these are a natural way of getting some energy into your body, and without getting you that stupid spike. And so if I'm not going to use it tonight. I'm just going to show you a little bit. Or Jason drink it, but they fizz up and they taste absolutely beautiful, and they'll just give you that gentle little bit of an incline, and then 3 or 4 in the afternoon they will, you'll be doing something, you'll think, how come I'm still going? How come I'm still active? I was giving that to drink, just not to put down. So
I have this, I might sleep.
Babe, you sleep under any circumstances.
This is true.
This is so true. So guys, if there's anything that you would like Jason and I to talk about, or that we've had some amazing messages that have come through privately, which we're so grateful for, and we really thank you so much for doing that. Hey, guys, Stu. So if you have got anything that, is like, you just go, okay, we want you to do that. Obviously, we focus on health, nutrition, exercise, and business, and we'll come to you with a different topic each week. But if there is something specific or some constructive criticism, then
love that.
Yep. What was that today? That podcast we listened to about how it can be like a bit of sandpaper, that constructive criticism. But then when you sandpaper something, it becomes really smooth. I love that. So constructive criticism, and how do we face criticism? That might be something that we discuss, and especially in this industry, we need a little bit of constructive criticism because we want to get better at what we do, don't we? Yeah. So your body is meant to heal. You just need to take care of it. I love that. Your body is meant to heal. You just need to take care of it. So, guys, if you're looking for a change and you want someone to help you and coach you through something that you might be going through, if you are looking for weight loss and you want to just break the cycle, I've got 8 days to go, but I've been following our 30 Days to Healthy Living program.
Yep.
And this month, even doing my live, I'm like, my skin's clear, I've got no pimples. I've dropped weight, I've dropped fat, although I have not hopped on the scales prior to starting or any time over the last 3 weeks, because I try not to use the kitchen scales, but I try not to use the scales because I don't want to be dictated by the number on the scales. And because I'm training, I'm building muscle, I definitely am. But when I put on my black shorts this morning to go to the gym, I was like, they went up. I didn't have to really squeeze into them and pull them up over my bum. They went up.
Amazing.
And I loosened up my legs. So I was really happy about that. So guys, if you want to change, that was a win. That was a massive win. Because a few weeks ago, I actually had to. I've got 2 shorts that are exactly the same, and one of them I couldn't even get them up over my bum, so I took them off, and then I went and got the other one, same size, mind you, just a different colour. Went to put them on, I couldn't even get them up over my bum, so I shoved them at the bottom of the pile. I was so upset and so annoyed, and now I was like, okay, I can get them back on. So I wonder if the other colour will work. I've got to get those on and up. Let's see.
We'll find out next week.
Anyway, so reach out, guys, because we are definitely here. We start another amazing crew on let me just grab my amazing, on the 1st of April, we've got our next crew going through. So we've had some amazing results, and if you would like to be a part of that, please let us know. So anything else, Jason, before we finish up?
No, that's it.
Our time is certainly help.
Yeah, okay, so I'll just quickly say, so thank you for everyone for commenting and being part of it. It really gets us excited and helps us to grow as well. But if you could tonight, actually just share this live with 3 other people in your community. We would, Colin and I would really love that and appreciate that, because we really love to grow this community a lot more. But we really enjoy having you guys on.
Good job. Very good job. That would be so good. So, thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed our Get Healthy and Happy experience. And, like Jay said, if you can share it, that would be super appreciated. And we are, just doing our thing and, trying to attract, well, not trying to, we are going to attract our tribe. And, I definitely have to say, it really does, it's hard, eh? It's, definitely the weeks go on and it's like, oh, how am I going to get back on there? But, having that content and, the things that we are learning on how we're able to go live and, bring some stuff to the party is just a learning process. It's not even scary. It really is. So thank you again, and we'll just finish up there.
So we're going
1, 2, 3, we're out.
We're going to start stopping. So thanks again, everyone.
Stu. What do you reckon? Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.